Well, what an honor it is to be here with Caedan Wallace of the New England Patriots, and then Glenn Hofmann, who's the Director of Development for Boys Town, New England. And we're talking about My Cause, My Cleats. And Caedan, you had a chance to wear some cleats that were made by some of the kids from Boys Town. What was the experience like to actually get a chance to wear these cleats that were made by these kids?
It was a really big honor. I know they put a lot of work into designing them and then making them. And I know it meant a lot to them. And so that made it mean a lot to me. And it was really nice to be able to go down to the Portsmouth location and meet the kids over at Boys Town. And I'm glad to go to Omaha this weekend and meet the kids that made the cleats.
What was your reaction when you saw the cleats for the first time?
They were really cool, and I knew they were going to be really good, but to see what the kids actually came up with and really like they put a pretty cool design together. It had a mix of modern and like school vibes, but like still something that I would really want to wear. So it was actually really surprising, but really, really cool to see.
What were the messages on the cleats for those folks that maybe didn't get a chance to see them, and why did it resonate so much with you?
I mean, they put a lot of the school's quotes on the shoes. Um, I'm gonna remember the main quote. Glenn, maybe you can help me. It's about like no one's heavier than like my brother. Oh, he's not heavy. He's my brother. That's what
Yeah.
it is. He's not heavy. He's my brother. They put on the cleats, and that's pretty cool to have. They have it in regards to Boys Town, but in my mind, I put it in regards to my football team. So it was really cool to be able to connect both of them and go out and join both worlds.
Now, the cool thing with My Cause, My Cleats is that all you guys have a chance to pick what cause you want to represent as part of this. How come Boys Town was the one that you ended up choosing for this?
I've always wanted to give back, and I think that disenfranchised kids or kids who aren't in the best situations, they're the best group that I would like to give back to. And so, like I said before, I knew it would mean a lot to them, and that made it mean a lot to me. And so I was just really happy to be able to put a smile on some kids' faces.
Glenn, how are these specific cleats made? Can you give us a little background in terms of how these were actually put together for Caedan?
Yeah, so our Omaha campus has a regular high school, right? So one of the classes at the high school is an arts class, and when we wanted to get involved with this, and Caedan wanted to get involved with us, we called out to the home campus and talked to the teacher, presented the concept, and we focused a lot on foster care and the Boys Town foster care program, and said it's a blank slate. You've just got to, you come up with a cleats design. We gave them some examples of other nonprofits that have been done in the past and really left it up to their imagination and what they came up with. And like, I echo what Caden said. I mean, I knew they'd be good. I mean, it's an arts class, but they just kind of blew me away. I mean, the intricacies of the design and so much messaging. I mean, Caden's got big feet, but there's not that much room on these cleats. And like they got so many different messages across and everything, and they were colorful and they were vibrant. And yeah, I mean, they got really into it. They got really, really excited. And I think they were really proud, honestly. I think if you can have an NFL player wear the cleats that you've designed, that's pretty special for a high school kid.
All right, I got to ask the follow-up question. Caedan, what's your cleat size?
17.
There you go.
17. So they had a big task on their hands.
Glenn, how can people get involved with Boys Town and contribute to all the great things that are being done, up in Portsmouth, but also, in Nebraska as well?
Well, I mean, that's the beauty of it. So Boys Town, we were started in the early 1900s by Father Flanagan out in Omaha, and we're a non-sectarian organization. But we also have a site in New England, in Portsmouth. We have 5 family homes in New England. We also have foster care in Rhode Island and Massachusetts. So if you just go on our website, boystown.org, you'll see all the services we provide. You'll be able to have, there's different people you can contact, and whether you're interested in being a foster parent, whether you're interested in just volunteering, whether you're interested in, we have a lot of business people that come to our campus and talk about their business to our kids to give them ideas on what they may want to get into. There's so many ways you can involve yourself. Think of yourself as a brother, sister, mother, father, aunt, uncle, anything. And what do you do for kids? What do you do for your family members? Well, you have that opportunity to do it with the kids that we and the youth that we work with at Boys Town. And every kid's a good kid. They're coming from backgrounds that, they were unfortunate to have. We were fortunate to have, I was fortunate to come from a good background, a background with my parents were wealthy, and I got a lot of advantages that these kids just didn't get. But they're just as good as person as any of us are, and they deserve a chance to have a great life and everything. And they're very receptive, very thankful for anything anyone does. So if you're interested in helping kids in any way, just go to our website and get in touch with us. And whether you're in New England or nationally, you want to help in Omaha, we'd love to have you help.
Caedan, how did this specific organization get on your radar?
As soon as I got to New England, I looked around for organizations that helped out youth, between foster care and anything that had family aspects related to it. Because like Glenn said, like I know there's, a lot of people out there that didn't have the same opportunities that I had growing up. And so once I, made it to where I needed to make it to, I really wanted to give back. And so honestly, I'm pretty sure I spoke with my agent and got online and we found Boys Town.
Glenn, what does it mean to the kids that somebody of Caedan's, stature, an NFL player, a guy that has a great background, is wearing these cleats? Like the work that they've put into this is being shown on an NFL field of all places. What does it mean to the kids?
So I think it means two different things based on the location, right? So in Portsmouth, we have a lot of people visit campus at various times. Caedan came down to unveil the cleats. I've never seen our campus jumping like it was in getting ready for Caedan to come. And what was really awesome is, we did the cleat presentation, and which was great. But then afterwards, Caedan spent about 35, 40, maybe even an hour going outside in front of one of the houses, just throwing a football around with the kids. And they still talk about that because it's genuine. And that's what's so great about what Caedan's done is it's genuine, and the kids know genuine because a lot of people haven't been genuine with them. So the impact is lifelong. They watch every Patriots game now, every Sunday, and they follow Caedan. And, whether Caedan plays one play or every play or whatever, they're just so proud to be able to say that they do an NFL player. And I think the kids in Omaha are the same way. Now, a lot of them are Chiefs fans, unfortunately. They'll be Patriots fans after they meet Caedan. But being able to produce something like these cleats in a program that is national, I think there's a real attachment. And I'm so excited that Caedan's going to get to meet these kids too, because I think they're going to have the exact same reaction. And we're just at Boys Town so fortunate that, a lot of celebrities, a lot of professional players will align themselves with an organization, but they're not in it with both feet. And Caedan and his father and all of his folks have just embraced everything we do so much. And that is just so meaningful to the kids, the staff, and quite frankly, to everyone associated with Boys Town.
And this actually leads me into my next question. Caedan, with your background, you had a great upbringing and you have these great parents and you've now fulfilled a lifelong dream as an NFL player. Where did it come from, inside of you to want to give back? Where do you attribute that part of your personality to?
Really just my family. My mom and my dad have always been super driven in the community, and they instilled that in us. But growing up, my dad was always, super hands-on in my life. And I would have friends whose parents or fathers may not have been super in their lives. And my dad would always not overstep, but he would always be the father figure if they allowed him to be. And that was always cool to see. And he impacts a lot of people's lives to this day that I'm friends with, that my brothers are friends with. And it's all genuine, like Glenn said, like he just really likes to help people out. Same thing with my mom. They really just like to help people out. And I guess over the years it stuck.
Yeah, that's awesome. This whole cause, my cleats, but what you're doing specifically with Boys Town, I'm excited for the kids to get a chance to see you, for you to make the trip all the way out there to Nebraska. Final thing before I let you go, how excited are you for the upcoming season? It's still a little bit of ways away, but how excited are you with all the new added players from the draft and free agency?
I'm excited. We have a really good team on our hands, and I'm just excited to compete and get out on the field on Sundays and put out something great.
It's impossible. Thank you so much, Caedan. Thank you so much, Glenn. I appreciate the time from both you guys, and thank you for what you guys both do for the community. And this itself is a really cool thing, and it was cool to see those cleats on display during that game against the Colts last year. And again, looking forward to hearing about the trip that you end up making to Nebraska. Thanks, guys.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.